Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the best global player to get back into the Zero to Hero series. What is good? We are back for Zero to Hero, everybody's favorite series. Now, your boy has been a little bit busy, all right? JP's got Tanabata going on. We got a screen crack. It's a movie. He gave it his all. And what is that? Am I gonna cue an explosion? Boom! That's right, an explosion. But you can see we got the ultra super lucky login bonus. You already know this video is gonna be a movie. But with that being said, let me go ahead and give y'all an update on where the Zero to Hero account is at. You guys can see we are at level 264. We got 160 million Zenny, 2,554 stones, and that number is going to be going up very soon because we've done a little bit of offline grinding. You guys know the drill. You guys can see from the gift box, we're going to go ahead and get a quick 11 stones with 5 anniversary tickets. That's always nice. And if we go over to the missions tab, your boy's got a 99 plus over there. Now that is a little deceiving. It's not that much grinding, but it is a lot of stones. So we want to find the infinite Dragon Ball history tab. I made a mention of this in the last episode, but in that episode, I just essentially was grinding up all of the infinite Dragon Ball history stages that I could without doing like exclusive category missions. So when we hit this accept all button, we are going to be granted 278 stones. So now we are up to 2,843, and I believe we have about 4 infinite Dragon Ball history stages left. We have 4 stages left. So going to get us close to a little under 3,000 stones. Now, what I want to do in today's episode is give you guys an update while I'm doing Infinite Dragon Ball history of where things are going to be going with this series and a couple of the festivities coming up with the big global anniversary being in about 4 days. Now, like I said, with this all of these games kind of being in busy season right now, JP is in a big grind with UI Goku. Another game I play for Bleach is big. That game's about to enter its anniversary. Obviously, Legends is doing his anniversary with Gogeta, Vegito, Gohan Ball Legends, all that stuff. So, making time for the global account, I need to do a little bit better of a job of, but sometimes these things happen, right? But we still have a ton of stones being ready to go into the anniversary. But one big thing I want to make sure you guys know is we are going to be doing a fun summon stream for part 1 of the anniversary, obviously part 2 of the anniversary as well. And it's going to be a movie, right? We're going to have a party. Everybody's going to be there. It's going to be a good time. And we're going to be able to have some live summons that are actually going to have some real stakes, you know? It's not going to be like a farmed account where I've got 6,000 stones ready to go. It's actually going to be, 3,000 stones that I worked for on this global, and we're going to be able to take these characters and big acquisitions, and we're going to be able to turn them into a summoning stream, which will then be edited down into a video, so you guys won't miss out on any of the action. One thing I have not mentioned, the likes. Last video, I believe we hit almost 400 likes. So for this video, we're going to stay humble. We're going to go to 325. That is what I want to see on this video. So for those of y'all in the premiere, go ahead and hit that like button right now for the next episode. It'll be here before you know it. And if you are watching this as a video later, don't forget to slap that thing before you go. So, Infinite Dragon Ball history, right? These stages are a very good way of grinding stones. If this isn't something you guys have been doing, I recommend that you do it. The premier Dokkan Festival unit that we talked about way back in episode 3, which feels like ages ago, was the Dokkan Festival exclusive Frieza, right? The Dokkan Festival exclusive Frieza has been the character that I've been using to carry me through this with the damage that he's putting out. You guys can see these attack stats. The free-to-play Ginyu Force team isn't really going to be seeing numbers that high, especially right now, because there's still a lot of things that I need to do to piece the entire team together. But this guy has been doing the bulk of the work for me, and he has been working out very well. You guys can see I've almost gotten all the way up to stage 30, and probably by the end of today, I think I'll have all of these stages done. Now, something else that we can be doing for stones, we need to continue to work on our story events and getting as many of those done as possible, because that's going to be the fast track to getting a lot of easy stones for not too much work, just kind of going on the board, doing the thing real quick, and then farming up whatever character is there. That's going to be huge for these stones moving forward. Now, I think the anniversary goal at this point is going to be somewhere in between 4,000 and 3,000. I think that's realistic. One thing that I think I'm also going to be doing in the meantime is trying to do some Extreme Z battles as far as I can go, right? Even if it's going to stage 5, even if it's going to stage 6. Some of them I might be able to beat, some of them I won't be able to beat. But all the Extreme Z battle stones that I can get will manage to scrounge up, and who knows, maybe we'll be over 4,000, and we could be looking really good heading into the anniversary. But you might be asking, what are your plans for summoning? How are you going to be allocating your stones? How are you going to be doing all that fun stuff? Well, I'm happy that you asked, because the main plan is going to be prioritizing as many stones as I possibly can into the Beast Gohan banner. But keep in mind that I do need to focus on the Broly banner on this account as well, because there are a bunch of Dokkan Festival exclusives. Editor, you can put that up on the screen now. That is going to have a lot of value, right? We're going to be talking about Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs. We're talking about yearly anniversary LRs. Going to be some very high value on these banners. And so the Dokkan Festival exclusive is the one I need to focus on, because there's where all the good leader skills are at, where the most exclusive characters are at, and all in all, it is just going to make for a more ascended rise to the top of this global account, right? How are we going to get this account as good as far along as we can get it? I think summoning on high value Dokkan Festival exclusive banners is going to be the way. So I don't think I'm going to be doing very much on either of the Carnival banners, as I just don't see too much of the benefit. Having Gogeta would be nice, but I don't believe he is a must-have on the superheroes team, especially if they decide to throw UI Goku into this anniversary for some reason, which I don't think they will do, but it's not impossible, right? This messy global sync that they've been talking about has not made things very easy. So that is going to be something else that we want to plan out. But, you know, when we have all those stones and stuff like that, that is going to be the plan. So hopefully we pull Broly. What we need to also do is, I'll probably dedicate this to a separate episode, but what I want to do in the next one is farm up all the medals that we can in ahead of time, so that way we can actually have these characters ready to go and awakened as soon as possible, right? I think that's something that all of you should be doing if you're watching this video as well. Assume that you're going to pull the unit, and that way you have the medals ready to go when it happens, right? Because it's all online, and I'll make, like I said, when I make the next episode, I think I will be focusing on that, and I'll kind of show you what I'm doing, the medals that we're going to need to farm up. It's going to be a lot of stamina, but I think all in all it'll be worth it, because you'll be able to have these characters ready to go the second you pull them, and you're not going to have to worry about it. So big stuff coming up. I think part 1 of this anniversary is going to be a great time, and I hope that you join me along for the journey of the summons and stuff like that. I know summons aren't the most entertaining thing in the world, but that is why we are going to be doing them live, so that way we can have some fun moments and stuff like that. And then, like I said, it'll be condensed down into an episode, and it'll be a great time. So Cooler hitting 8 million right there. Nothing too crazy. You guys can see this team is coming along a decent bit. And then when we get out of this stage, I'll also show you one more thing. But yeah, Cooler, I've gotten some appreciation for units that I haven't really seen much of in my day, right? Heka Bardock, I have him on my main account, and I never use him. He's a very good character in here, like in these Infinite Dragon Ball History stages. LR Cooler, obviously we all know how great LR Cooler is for, you know, content of this stature, where you don't really need that much damage to really get through it. And that Cooler is going to be doing that. He's doing that without STR Cooler running around with him. Not a lot of support, still getting the job done, and that is what we love to see. And then Physical Turles. He is somebody that I use a lot because he is just the auto-generated friend support for this team that I'm running. You guys can see it has a lot of Ginyu Force. There was a version of this where I was running some of the Team Bardock. I had Fasha on the team and stuff like that. It was very good, very well done. I actually was a fan of kind of how these events were playing out. But here's something we're going to do real quick. We're going to swipe up with the active skill, and we're going to go boom! And we're going to do as much damage to Baby as we need to. 14 million. See you later, bozo. And that is all she wrote. Now, whenever Beautiful Fireworks is done, that is going to be the stage. So that was the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, kind of the gameplay aspect of this video. Let's transition over to accepting the missions, and I'll see you guys over there. Okay, so we've done one stage. How many stones is this going to give us? It's 22. So you guys will see if we get 22 per each stage going forward, we're going to get 66 more. So we're going to be a little bit over 2,900. So that won't be in this video. By the next video, we will have those stones. One thing, like I said, this is something that you guys can do too. Go through these Extreme Z battles, and I'd recommend staying away from the LR ones, and just see how far you can go with your best team, right? You're going to be getting stones for these, and you don't you don't need to clear it as far as you can go, right? Like, just get as far as you can, and if you start losing, no big deal. Just forget about it. You can just go on to the next one, right? That is an easy way to kind of acquire some free stones, just to kind of chip away at that stone total and get it as high as possible. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the Dokkan events, you want to find ones that are going to be related to the units on the banners, right? So, like, who's going to be on, who's like a character that's on these banners that I could pull up like as quick as possible, right? I believe these units are on there. Namek Goku and Frieza, they might, I forget if they're on that banner or not, but who's someone I know is on the banner? UI Goku, right? He will be on part 2. STR Vegeta, I believe he's on one of them. I don't know. This game's overwhelming sometimes with the featured characters, but Evolution Blue Vegeta. You want to farm up these medals so that way when you pull them, you are ready to go. And then, like I said, one of the last things we are going to be doing, not in this video, but is taking care of some of these superstore or these story events, because these are going to be free stones here, and we can use stamina and we don't have to waste our keys. So that is going to be very helpful. And then the last thing before I let you guys go is we are also still working on our link levels. We have 34.4, which is now, I have to clear out the stage, but 34.4 is going to be the most efficient for stamina. But if we want the fastest link leveling stage on global, we want to do 31.4 to link level. So that is the update that I have for you on this Zero to Hero stuff. I just want to give you a pre-anniversary update and everything that is going to be happening with this series moving forward. That is kind of what this episode is going to serve as. So I hope I was able to make all of that clear. Before we go, I just want to give a special shout out to the editor of this series, Mishmash. His link is in the description for all the Zero to Hero videos. He really helps everything kind of come together, and I do appreciate his services greatly. You know, doesn't have to do what he does, but he does want to see the series do as well as it has, and clearly you guys enjoy it very much. So I would really appreciate it if you guys would show him some love on Twitter or even on YouTube. I believe his YouTube is linked on his Twitter, but at least show him some love over there, and I would really appreciate that. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit that like goal. We are aiming for 325 likes. So appreciate your guys' time, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.